of food and friends. I hope all is well with you. Give thanks for life. So what I'll be doing today is jerk barbecue pork back rib. And I'll be serving that with cornbread and coleslaw. Here I have some cornbread that I just took out of the oven. So it is sitting here, cooling down. And I have the coleslaw in the refrigerator, because you know we can't leave that sitting out. Now while I'm in here, I will grab the ribs. Here you have it. Remove the paper. So here I have a nice back pork rib. It's already washed and cleaned. There's one more thing left to do before I season it, and that is to remove the membrane. So I'm gonna go in with a nice small knife like that, and I will take a piece of paper towel to kind of get a grip on it and just peel it back like so. There you go. So now we have a clean surface to work with. Normally with jerk or with any meat that you're cooking, you know, usually marinated from the night before, you know, but today I'm just gonna do this and marinate it for a couple hours. Give it another little rinse off. Don't forget, we have already washed it with lime and vinegar. I'm just giving it one final rinse before I put the seasoning on. All that's left to be done is to season this piece of rib, stick it in the oven. I'm gonna rub some olive oil over top of the rib, and this here will ensure that when I put the seasoning on, it stays. I'll just use my knife and pierce a few little holes in the meat. That way when I put the seasoning on, it just, you know, goes and penetrates deeper into the meat. So here I have some jerk spice. Then I'll flip it over. Then I'll get some along the side here. So now that I put the dry rub on, I'm just gonna put the other marinade on, which is the wet sauce, and I will let this sit for a couple hours before I stick it in the oven. And you know, you want to make sure that the entire piece of meat is covered in dry seasoning and wet seasoning. So there you have it. I'll put this away to sit for a couple hours, and then I'll put it in the oven. All right, so it's been 2 hours since the meat's been marinating, and there you have it. So now I'm wrapping it up and getting it ready to go in the oven. So now that I've cooked this at 220 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm gonna transfer it from here onto here, and I'll put it back in the oven, and I'll turn the oven up to 350. But before I do that, I want to baste it with some barbecue sauce that I made. And this time I'll put it back in the oven without the foil paper. So I let it cook nice and slow at 220 for 1 hour. Now I put it back in and it will cook for another hour and 20 minutes at 350. Personally, I don't like fall off the bone rib. I like when my rib have a little bit of chew to it. So tonight I've made for you some jerk back ribs, cornbread, and coleslaw. Enjoy.
Thank you, Chef Otis.
Thank you, Chef Otis.
Button up your teeth.
You know what? Just enough spice, and then the addition of the coleslaw. Very well balanced.
Very tender.
If I didn't have this camera on me, and I need to hold the ribs, I can do that.
Man, bit of jerk, man. That's what I'm
Hold the ribs. Need to get into this ribs. Now you're tasting ribs. That's awesome.
Woody?
We've been doing this for a couple months now. Number of episodes, I think we're into like our 8, 9, something like that. But we haven't actually had a chance to sit down and speak with you,
Yeah.
who has been a part of this since the inception.
This is the only thing that I do, and I'm happy, and I will keep doing it for hours, and I'm never tired. I never call it, never. I could be sick, I could have been the worst day. I'm doing it, so this is my passion.
How many events do you think you've done so far? Like since you started doing this, as far as weddings and how many you have under your belt? Do you think?
For the summertime is most busy.
Yeah.
So in the summer, anywhere from 6 to 10 actually,
Right.
for the summer. So anywhere from May, June, July, August, September.
Right. Yeah.
So you can say I do anywhere almost 100 events a year or
Wow.
over.
Amazing.
And then the dance hall.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's just like parties or private.
If they're looking for what is it that call marked for?
Weddings, baby shower, bridal shower, engagement,
Yes.
divorce parties.
Yeah. Divorce party? We celebrate those too. Hey, why not?
Sweet 16.
Yeah.
You name it.
Yes.
That's my slogan. You name it, we create it.
Right.
As I said,
There you go.
any occasion to celebrate life itself
You're there.
and one.
Yes.
So I'm up for it.
Yes.
I've done different events.
I've seen some really.
Yeah.
I know. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
Well, thank you for being here in the hot seat tonight, and
Thank
cheers.
you.
Cheers.
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 It's been another big night at the Food and Friends show. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And as we say around here, you don't have to eat fast food. Just make good food fast. Cheers.